Hi everyone, this is Sam Crane the Heart, and I'm back with a little short tutorial. First, I had made this envelope and card mini album, and I have two videos on my channel on how to make it and then what it looks like at the end once I've decorated it. And I love it. It's super simple to make, really easy to make, like total beginner level, really quick. And I used Maggie Holmes open book. So when I cut my pages, my paper for this, you know, the designer paper for it, it left these long strips, of paper. And so what I decided to do was take these long strips and use a different tutorial from Lyric Lover, which I have actually made another journal like the one I'm showing you guys today, except larger, with these scraps. So I'm going to use the Maggie Holmes open book collection. What you're going to need, if you want to make one as well, which I recommend because it's super easy and fun, is chipboard. But really, I'm wanting a cover that's a little bit more flexible versus like a mini album chipboard type cover. And what's kind of fun about cereal boxes, besides the fact that they are free, I mean, you can also use, you know, a Cheez-It box or a Ritz cracker box or something like that, is the fact that they're a little bit flexible, but they still give some sturdiness to your cover. But if you cut it right, then you end up with your own spine. So you don't have to create a spine. You don't have to, you know, piece together, you know, your cover. So I kind of like that. And then paper to cover it. If you have designer paper that you want to piece together and cover it with that, you can do that. I thought about doing that, but I screwed up in my cutting and measuring, so I had to go to plan B. So I'm going to cover it with some very, not very thick cardstock, and then I'm going to put my designer paper over it. That's what I'm going to do for this one. Let's see. So you need that, and then of course you need your pages. So in this case, single-sided paper is amazing for this because, especially if you're using this as a writing journal, it gives you all these blank pages, spaces to write, and still places where you can decorate, and you also can write on top of here if you want. I mean, there's lots of different ways that you can utilize the designer paper as well. So you need that, and you need either twine. This is hemp cord because I've had it forever. That's the only reason why I'm using it. But you could use twine is a good one. Waxed cord is good. It doesn't have to be something crazy, but I just had this in my stash. That's why I'm using this. But I have used it with other things. So I think I used jute before, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, then you need to cover it. So I have your front and back cover paper. I have a different color that I'm going to use for my spine. I'm using this for my closure, but you could do lots of different things for closure. But I'm using this and adhesive and scissors, just the usual stuff. So what I have done here is I have got some paper, and I'm going to go ahead and piece this paper together so that it makes one long strip. And in this case, I am going to be using some score tape, but you could use whatever adhesive you want. You know, for me, it's just easier just to use this. So I'm going to just put some score tape on one end, and then I'm just going to piece it together like so. Okay, and then I'm going to lay my piece out, and I want to be able to cover all these edges, and so I'm going to kind of just do a fold, and then I'm just going to cut. I'm not going to worry about it being too straight because it's going to get covered. The one thing I did not do is I did not cut out my paper for the inside. So I will do that when we get to that portion. So once you get to this area, then you're going to need to adhere your cereal box to your cardstock. So, I mean, you can use whatever kind of glue you want. Oops. And there we go. So then just line it up. And then you kind of have to, I've got actually a tool, but I don't feel like getting it out on how to miter the corners, but you know, I'm feeling kind of lazy. So I'm just marking kind of a triangular spot of where I'm going to cut. And like I said, I do have a tool that does perfect mitering, but I don't feel like getting it out because my room is like, this is like the only space I have to work because I'm getting painting done right now. I had my floors done. So I've used my craft room as like a storage space for like things on my bookcase and anything, you know, pictures on the walls and stuff. So it's like, it's a disaster in here. Like I barely have room to work. So I don't even think I can even get to that little miter tool I have right now anyways. So once you kind of get it folded, so I do like to use score tape for this. You probably should use your bone folder, but again, I'm not this time kind of doing this as a quickie little project. So I put a strip along the edge of the chipboard. And so this is not part of my cards and envelopes series that I'm doing because if you'd watched my earlier videos, I have been cleaning out tons of stuff in my house. And I cleaned out this one like side table I have. And when I opened it up and then, okay, so then you want to put tape up here. I had so many packs of the Reflections 5x7 cards and envelopes. They're around 5x7. Anyway, so much, like it's insane. So I don't even know what I'm going to do with all of them, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to do some projects around using those, you know, just to kind of see how much I can use. And then, so anyway, this is just like a secondary project from that one. Okay, so once you've gotten it on there, then you're going to peel it off. So usually just peel one section at a time, but I'm going to do it like this. And let's see. I have my, I don't even know where anything is anymore right now. Here we go. So let's make sure that's down. And so we're going to cover this. So of course you can be fancier in how you cover it, but I'm just kind of keeping it, see how it could be much cleaner right here, but I'm not going to worry about it. So once you've done that, then you've already quickly created your cover, like super fast and easy. So from here, we're going to cover this. So I'm going to do a quick measuring of how much I need to cut this down. So this is, looks like just under 5 3/4. I'm going to cut it to 5 1/2. Maybe a tiny bit more. All right, so that's good. So I'm going to attach that. And then let's see this one. We need to cut down that one. All right, that looks good. So let's go ahead and attach. I'm just going to use ATG. I hope I'm not too low on it. So we'll go ahead and attach. Put that there. Oh, crap. Of course, I forgot to do my, it's like better if you do this before so all right, so we're going to attach our, hopefully I cut it long enough. Yeah, I think so. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach our closure right now. So if you're going to be doing any kind of a ribbon, you got to do it before you put the cover on. And of course, that was a total fail on my part. And then I usually like to put a few strips of score tape over my ribbon. That's just me. I don't know if it's necessary, but I usually do it. So, okay, that was almost a fail right there. Okay, I always forget that part, but luckily, no harm, no foul. Okay, so now we can put this on there. Okay, so awesome on there, nice and good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put some ATG on this, and take this off. So let's see here. Okay. And all right, and that's on there. Okay, so now we've got this piece right here, which I had cut it to wrap around, but I don't need it to wrap around, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that a bit, and then we're going to do the inside. And then from the inside, I'm actually going to use score tape on this one. Then we're going to do our pages, and the pages are going to be so quick, you will be amazed. I don't even know why I didn't think of this. It was just genius. So really easy. And I've made scrapbook albums this way as well. This is just a little mini journal. Okay. Okay, so that's on there, and get that good. All right, so there we go. And then it's like I got to decide, do I want to have two different, do I want it to be like a spine piece? I think I will. I think I'm going to do, so let's see. I think I'm going to do, I think it's going to be good. So let's see. Less than 6. And then it's like 5. All right. So that works. And then that works. And then I'll attach a spine piece, right? So very, very nice. I'm just going to use the score. I'm going to use the score tape. I think I'm just going to put score tape on the central pieces of here. Okay, now we'll take this off. And then I'm going to put ATG on this. So it's a really good way of using up your 12 by 12 paper, I think. You know, like some of those stacks have a lot of paper. All right, so there we go. And let's see. Okay, now let's take this off. Put some ATG on this. It might be off camera because it's like, so, and all right, so let me do this piece right here. Let's see what paper I've got available for that. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's see. There's some paper. These are like kind of narrow, not quite the right size. I know I've got some paper down here, and here's some. All right, we'll just do this because I have this. This is going to get mostly covered anyway, so I don't need to like be totally insane with it. Okay. Just a tad more. And we'll be in business. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to put score tape just kind of along the edge here. Any place where I think it might pull up and I don't want that, then that's kind of why I put it. All right, and I made a huge mess with score tape because that's the only problem with score tape is it makes a big mess with all the extra, trash it makes to clean up. And when you're in a frenzy of making, it's just a pain to deal with score tape leavings, but, Okay, so there you go. And so the hardest part is getting everything to be willing to bend. So that's what's kind of nice about this sort of flexible cover, even though I'm getting some lift right here. So I'm going to put some score tape right here. Okay, so let's see. A bit more flexible here. Okay, so make sure that the paper starts learning to bend. Okay, so once you've got that, then we want to work on how to get our pages in. So it's super simple. What you're going to do is you're going to get your twine or your cord or whatever it is that you're going to be using. I'm using this hemp because I don't even know when I bought this hemp. So it's just a sure sign I need to use it up. So let's find the end. Wherever the end is. Okay, let's see here. All right, finally the end. Okay, so you got to have decide whether you're going to have you're going to tie this off. If you want to tie it in the back, like in the back or in the front. I'm thinking I'm going to tie it here because I'm going to tie it in the front because I don't care. So what you're going to do is you're going to decide, and you're going to put one end of your cord either starting in the front or starting in the back. That's up to you. And then all you're going to do is wind your cord around until you get however many pages you want. So you can kind of decide however many. So so I'm going to do, let's see here. I don't know how many I'm going to do, but I'm going to do a bunch. So I'm going to wind this off camera because it's hard to do it. So I have 19 pages. I don't know that that's how many I'm going to end up with here. So but you can end up with quite a bit. And all right, let's see how many I've got here. So far I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I'm going to do 19 because I think that's how much I have. And so I have the end right here. So I'm going to cut this cord, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie it. So let's see. I'm going to tie it like this. So you can tie it any way you want, but this is how I'm going to tie it. And so you tie it in a knot, and then, you know, you could you know, tie ribbon and stuff like that there. But anyway, here you end up with all of these, you know, pages, right? And so, see, this is sticking up right here. It's kind of bothering me. So what I might end up doing is I might hot glue some trim or something right here, just to keep that down. But there you go. So what you're going to do with your pages is then you've got your pages folded in half. All you're going to do is just put them through these little spine things that you created. And it's totally genius. Super simple. And this is kind of lightweight paper, I think. So the single-sided paper is pretty lightweight. And then you can decorate. So after this video, normally I will do some sort of decorating, like I'll look at it and decide, you know, what I need to do. If I need to heat up my hot glue and do some trim, I will do that. I think I'm going to decorate the fronts really quickly, or part of the front. Since this is going to be like a journal, I'm probably not going to be like crazy in the decorating, but I think I'm going to do like some pockets, maybe put some tags or, you know, something in there for other writing. So these are all the leftover pages from that cutting down for that other project that I did. So I just trimmed it down a tad so that all the pages were the same size, because I had a few that were a little bit different sized. Alright, so let's see, this part's not exciting, but we're getting there. And then I'm going to decorate the front, and then I'll do another video with a walkthrough of the whole thing once I've kind of decorated it. It's getting hard to do here. So you get the gist of it. I'm just going to do this last one, and then I'll do the rest off camera because this is like tedious. So you're going to do the rest of your pages, and then you're going to end up with a journal. And so over time, of course, it will bend for you nicely, you know, once you know, got it the way you want it. So anyway, to decorate the front, decorate my phone to hold this down. To decorate the front, I have this one card right here. It says Moments Documented, which I'm going to put on the front. And then I've got some of the flowers from this collection that I'm going to decorate with. So super simple. And then I'm going to do a little bit more decorating just to kind of figure out pockets and things like that. And so I'm going to do a little flower there. And I'm going to do this flower. Maybe something like that. I don't know if there's like a smallish flower. Let me see if I can have a little one. Maybe this one. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Decorate the front. Really simple. Because I don't need like super fancy stuff. I can find my glue, which I can't. Oh, I'll just use this glue. I don't know where my little glue is. So anyway, I'm going to glue this down. And then I'm going to glue this down. All right, so there's my cover, and I might, I might do more to the cover, but I'm not sure at this point because I'm still thinking about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish putting my pages in. I'm going to decorate it, and then I'll come back and I'll show you a final walkthrough of what it looks like. But really simple little journal that you then can just write. I mean, it could be more of a document every day type thing. You could put pictures in it. But you can fit an awful lot in here and still have room in there for it to grow a little bit. If you put ephemera or pictures and things like that, it won't get too fat. So anyway, thank you for watching. This is Sandy Crane with a Heart.